Hey everyone. So it's me, Sammy here. You probably know me as that weird girl that hangs out with Allison and does lives with her a lot. But I'm popping on today by myself, starting up a new series called Choose Your Own Adventure Lives. And so this is kind of modeled after those amazing books we had when we were kids called Choose Your Own Adventure books, where you would be reading along the story and then there'd get to a moment where you'd be able to choose where you wanted to go next and then jump to that place. So instead of the normal type of live where it's predestined things we're going to talk about already, there's a bunch of different choices for a bunch of different price points and what you want to do. So for those of you who don't know me, I'm Samantha Bikeman. It says Gloudemans on my Facebook account because I got married in October, and the second I changed it on Facebook, my husband was like, oh, hey, by the way, I don't think I want to keep our last name. So I kind of got, I changed my name already on Facebook, but I haven't been able to change my name legally. So that's a fun game that we're playing with. Hey, babe, what name do you actually want to have as our last name? It'll be an ongoing saga, I'm sure. But basically today you can choose any of these options here. Go ahead and donate, or if you just like one free question answered, I'll roll the dice up for you and see what you have to say, or maybe pull some cards depending on the question that you need answered. And we'll just try to do this as many days of the week as we can. It may just be me. It may be me and Allison. It may be me, Allison, Tabby, Cain. There's Tiffany, FitzPatrick. There's Jennifer Wardlow in the crew of people, Bridget, Bennett, Bridget, Butler, all of those people. So Lorna, Marshall, Kayleigh of Magpie, Moonchild. My dogs are really excited right now. Yeah, so if anyone wants a reading or anything, feel free. Normally I pair with Allison pretty well because she's like the sweet, sugary loveliness that pumps everyone up. And I kind of come in with the more hard and fast rules, the more direct, straight to the point, kind of rougher answers for people to swallow. But if you want to take an adventure with me and you want to really get down to brass tacks of what's really going on in your life, I'm more than happy to help out. So just let me know if you're here. Say hello. And I'll try to get in the live so I can see comments here. Yeah, I'm not as good at filling time either. I just kind of wait quietly and patiently. That's kind of my thing. Yeah, and I'll just hold space for 15 minutes. If no one pops on or needs anything, then I'll pop off, and this will just be a really cool introduction to what's coming up over the next couple of days. And if you are interested, yeah, just go ahead and send your donations to paypal.me@plusdianlife.com, or let me know that you just want one free question answered, and I can do that for you too. Hi, April. Hi, Inakota and Kim. It's good to see you. I feel like I should have music in the background. All right, well, I will just do an astro dice roll for all of us who are here listening, just to see, get the energies flowing here. All right, so I've got Virgo and the sun in the 6th house of Virgo. So very big Virgo energy today for the tribe. Today's a really good day to get things done, to get things cleaned and organized, to focus in on your body and your health, to take a look at some of your work patternings and work structures, and how it's feeding your ego or your soul. So something about the sun is that it's kind of like your basic personality. It's sort of like, it talks about like your conscious brain. So consciously, what you really want to work on right now is sort of just getting everything prepped and organized, which makes sense for a Sunday, right? We like to go into our week with a game plan ready to go, a lot of us. Yeah, go ahead and ask your free question. I'm so open for it. So yeah, Virgo energy, what everybody needs on a Sunday to push them forward. Good morning. Oh yeah, I forgot you guys are ahead of us. It's like almost midday for me. I'm getting lunch after this. Hey, Wendy. Yeah, so I'm just doing, if you're just tuning in, I'm just doing a choose your own adventure style live here. So basically, you can ask any question for free. If you want any sort of deeper intuitive messages from source, it's 1111. If you want to know what's coming your way soon and how you can help align to your greatest and highest path, it's 2222. If you'd like to know what's trapping you, what's holding you back, and how you can release those blockages, it's 3333. And then if you are interested in doing like a full on every aspect of your life type of reading, it's 4444. And that can be sent to paypal.me/PlueSteeInLife. Okay, so what's your body trying to tell you with ongoing health issues you're experiencing? Let's see. All right, so you've got the Two of Pentacles there. This is kind of a card of the balancing act. You are basically trying to figure out where the balance lies with things. So you feel basically pulled in two different directions. The good news is that if you really lean in, you realize that you have the flexibility, but just not everything is the most important thing in the world right now. So I'm assuming your body is just feeling like it's overrun, it's overworked. But tune in to your gut. Your guides are telling me that if you tune into your gut, they'll let you know which thing to focus on where, and they'll be able to bring things up to you one at a time if you just ask them to kind of slow things down for you. You also rolled Aries and Aries and Pluto in the 6th house. So this is all about it's all about a body's evolution. So your body's upgrading right now too, which is making it even more tricky. Your body is upgrading to a point where it can do more things and have more stamina and take on more tasks at hand. The 6th house really, again, it's that Virgo house. So it's like, how do I feel useful? If your body's not feeling useful or not feeling aligned with that task, you may find it rebelling in certain areas. So pay attention to when the health issues are happening, like what happened right before and what happened after. And we can go ahead and kind of track and see what the important thing is that's causing your health issues. Hopefully that makes sense. Okay. So a donation of, okay, Kim. So do you each want the 1111 messages? Just whatever guides want to say to you? Or are you interested in the what's coming your way soon? Or what feels good for you, Kim? In the meantime, while I'm waiting on that, I'll answer Wendy's question. Can I ask who or why I woke up from my sleep abruptly? Oh, okay. Let's see. The Ace of Pentacles. There's something they want. Sorry, I'm just listening. It's like there's something okay. So typically the Ace of Pentacles tends to be the card that means like a new beginning, a new start, specifically like in the financial realm, or like really opportunities that are coming your way. So my guess, I don't know if you remember what you were dreaming about before you got awakened very abruptly. If that happens again, your guides are telling me to stop and just dream journal right in that moment. It's like they're giving you downloads, and then they wanted to like wake you up to like be very poignant. Sorry, give me 1 second. Hold on, bud. It's like they wanted to wake you up to be very poignant about what message they're trying to give you. Like, it's so a lot of times, so sometimes our dreams can be directly from guides or whatever, and sometimes it's literally just our physical brain going through the process of REM sleep, right? So it's like that wake up moment was like to get you to kind of capture what the download was that they were giving you. So I hope that makes sense. And the energy around you doesn't feel bad to me. It does feel rushed though. Like they're kind of saying like a new kid on the job. Like he wasn't supposed to do it that way. Like a guide in training almost. And he didn't realize a lot of times. So Allison and I did a past life regression where we were doing guide training, and it's an interesting process, and they've been going through a lot of different, it used to be like with simulations, they'd simulate the experience, and then the person would kind of like be mentored by another guide. So this is like a guide that they're giving a little bit more slack, but that's kind of new and doesn't quite remember what it's like to be in a human body and to be jostled around that quickly, is what I'm hearing, Wendy. So hopefully that's helpful to you in some way, but definitely I would keep a journal by your bed to write down things you remember about your dreams. It's going to be really, really important. It's so weird when they just like tell you things randomly. Okay, cool. 22 for each. I love that. So what's coming your way soon, Kim? Let's do you first. And how can you align to your greatest and highest path? Let's see. I like these ones for you today. Ooh, yep. They're going to give me all the cards. I love it. All right. So Kim, you've got the Four of Pentacles, or a Pentacles heavy day today, and then the High Priestess. So you're really stepping into your own truth, your own power, your own ability to speak through things. The High Priestess card gives you both the intuition and kind of the gumption to get it done. The Four of Pentacles reversed. Let's take a look. The Four of Pentacles reversed is like you're really in a place of being willing to let go of people, possessions, situations, past issues. That's why that Empress, High Priestess energy is there, right? So it's just time for you to let go of old issues, of regrets, of fears. You've got the power, you've got the capability right now to get it done. Your guides are 100% behind you, Kim. They're really, really pulling for you and very, very excited about this process. They keep saying long time coming. It's been a long time coming. And it's like this new sense of confidence, like, you know, they've got your back almost. They're really happy about it. I'm going to roll the dice too. Yeah. And so you've got Virgo and Mars in the 11th house. The 11th house is the Aquarian house. So yes, this is the future wishes and dreams. This is eye on the future, eye on the prize, like almost as if you're standing in your truth and your power. You're putting on these blinders and you're like, hey, I'm not going to let things distract me from what I want in the future, what I want to see, what I want to take. And you're a little bit aggressive about it right now. Hey, Joanna, you're a little bit aggressive about it right now. You're like, listen, I'm going to get this done. Like, this is my time. It is my time to shine. And Virgo is really good to have in this mix because it also allows you to remember service everywhere you go. Virgos are really good about stepping in and serving. They're really good about shining their light. And so this is a really good combination. This is like An extremely mature, almost crone-like woman is the vibe I'm getting from this message, who's just not going to take it anymore and is going to do what's the greatest and highest good for the future and for themselves and their community even. So it's weird because for any other person, I would be like, wow, this feels like a lot of responsibility, but for you, you're so able to handle it right now. And then the cards I got for how you can best meet this highest timeline is follow your dreams, which is amazing. The panther ruthlessly goes after what it wants. You've got the gazelle. The gazelle typically looks around it in heightened fear, very concerned about the future. This is almost like what you sort of were, what you're kind of coming out of is this like hyper awareness. You're still hyper aware, but instead of using it out of fear, you're using it as like knowledge, as like a tool in your tool belt to be like, I can notice everything around me and I can handle it all. It's really, really beautiful. And then the last card you've got is the bat. And I don't have that one memorized. So I'm going to, hilariously. Okay. So the bat is the letting go card in the animal spirit tarot. So very, very clear. This is definitely a death of fear and hypervigilance and obsession and a rebirth of, I've got this. I have all of this under control. I know exactly what I want to do, how I want to serve, and how I want to take care of myself. And I'm very, very important in this process. So amazing, Kim. I'm so excited for you. I really can't wait to see all the power that's going to come from you just stepping into who you are, because as we know this, right? But it's easier said than done. When we step into who we are and who we're meant to be, that's really when we raise the collection vibration much higher than we could if we were just like kind of sitting, like trying to be like everybody else, right? It takes that person being who they need to be in that moment of now to really make those big changes, to make that big growth, to spark the new revolutions. And with that Aquarian house on your side, that's definitely something you're going to start doing by just living in your authenticity. So thanks so much for allowing me to read for you. That was amazing. So, and Dakota, let's go ahead and do your what's coming for you soon and how can you align to your greatest and highest path. If you're still here. Ooh. This energy feels really, really good. Just two queens making their life what they want it to be. Okay. Let me take a second. Your guides are really chatting. I've already been in their energy today. They're like, oh, yay, second chance. Okay. Let's take a moment here. All right. So let's just get through the cards really quickly. So you've got the Four of Cups, and then you've also got the Six of Pentacles reversed. So the Six of Pentacles reversed, it's like there's someone in your life that's showing you generosity, but you can feel that it's not genuine, that there's some kind of string attached, or like, hey, I'm giving you this, but like at the same time, you're going to give me that kind of feeling. And it might not even be their intention. It might come from past trauma from you. Feel into that though. You always want to feel into that and see which feels most true for you. So I'm going to say them again, and I want you to really tune into your gut, and I want you to decide. So this person who's being really generous with you, are they doing it with strings attached? You can just feel in yes or no. Or is it this person who's being generous with you, I feel as though there's strings attached, because in every past relationship, generosity has come with strings attached. Feel into that one. So hopefully you got a really strong pull one way or the other. But the Four of Cups that comes with it means that there is some like missed opportunities or remorse or regret. It does kind of mean that you are coming to a place of like feeling almost like fear of missing out, right? Like if you don't take every opportunity, you're going to regret it, kind of thing, which is why I know you already got the Two of Pentacles. I think that's why you feel like there's just like so many things you're juggling right now, and there's so many different paths, and which one do I choose? Because if I choose this one, then I miss this, but if I choose this one, then I miss this. It's really about listening to you and what you want. And remember that we can always re-choose, right? So I'm going to go ahead and roll the dice. Okay, you have Saturn. Yeah, I knew this was going to be a big life lesson moment for you. And Sag, which creates expansion, in the 5th house of Leo, which is this house of creativity, of inner childhoodness, of like drama and romance and love. So these are some big, big karmic lessons. When Saturn shows up, Saturn is the principal of the planets in the astrology world. Okay. If you go to the principal and you've been doing all your work and you've been working really hard, you're really excited because you're like, ooh, I'm going to get some kind of reward. I know he's going to have a certificate of something for me. If you go to the principal's office and you're like, oh, maybe I got caught doing something I wasn't supposed to be doing, or, oh, I really haven't been the best student lately, you'll get that like sinking feeling. What Sag does is Sag opens up the higher wisdom. It opens up, like, it's kind of like the college of the spiritual world, if you will. It's like your brain is really ready to receive all of these higher messages coming in. And so you're really ready to take on these higher messages and use it for the next phase. Saturn is all about creating a bunch of pressure. It turns coal into diamonds, right? It puts a lot of pressure on a certain area of your life so that you really, truly understand it and you can really, truly make success and growth in that area. And with Sagittarius there, it's going to expand and go a little bit faster, and you're going to have a little bit of lady luck on your side getting through some things. So how then? Let's talk about how. Reach your goals. This card, whenever it comes up, it's my it's my opportunity to share with you something I do when I am working through a goal. I like to give big, lofty goals, and that feels really great. And it feels really good when I say them. But what happens is then my ADHD brain gets extremely overwhelmed because the goals are way too big for me. And I have to really pare them down into smaller steps and take a look at what can I accomplish today. So I take these big lofty goals that I write down that I want to see happen in my life, and I break them into smaller steps, something I can accomplish in like a half hour, an hour, whatever time I have for the day during that. Maybe it's something I focus on a Tuesday, if that's really all I have in that time. And I make it really small, and I try really hard not to judge myself for the pace at which I'm accomplishing my goals. Because honestly, it doesn't matter. The fish, you're going to go with the flow. You're going to feel into when it feels right to do these things. Okay. That intuition for you is really, really strong. Like I said, with Sag there, you're getting a lot of higher wisdom downloads right now. You know when the flow feels best for you. You know which one you're going to be able to choose. I just want to see if the fish has any other messages for you. You really have all of the tools, and you've been spending a long time getting to know yourself very well. Yeah. So, you may feel a little restless, but you're also adaptable right now. You're capable right now. You're able to travel and move and flow. So really use that as your advantage. Hopefully that helps. Okay. So I'm going to do April's really quickly. Okay, April, what's your free question that you'd like to ask? And then Joanna donated. PayPal kicked me out, so I can't see how much. It's very rude that way. If you're not on it for long enough, it just boots you right out. Okay, 1111, just any message from source, Joanna. Okay, perfect. Let's see. Tune into your guides really quickly. Oh, thanks. Ooh, you're mixing it up for the next person, that's for sure. This guy. You're so welcome. Thanks for tuning in. Ooh. Okay, they say this too. Sorry, Joanna. And this too. All right. Guys, I have a lot to say today. Okay. They say start with the quote card. So it says, the moment I realign with love, clear direction is presented to me. The moment I realign with love, clear direction is presented to me. Okay. So tuning into love. That's easy for you. You pretty much live in love from what I understand. Every time I talk to Allison about you, she's like, and Joanna is the nicest human being in the world. Okay. You also got the Empress card reversed. And so when the Empress card reverse comes, it's really telling you to embrace the divine feminine qualities. So this is things like receiving, allowing receiving to come in, allowing yourself to get really emotional and not apologize for it, right? Allowing yourself to sit and nurture yourself, self-care, all of those beautiful things. So it can kind of it feels a little to me, it feels a little to me like your divine feminine has been bruised recently, or you've been made to feel ashamed of the divine feminine side of yourself. And I'm hearing your guides say, like, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what other people think, right? This is about you. This is about you realigning, I feel like, with your own self-love, and realizing that once you do that, the direction of what you want in the universe is really going to become clear, and you're going to be able to make the universe, and you are going to be able to create this like next path for you. You've got Desiree, yearning, longing, and pine for, she who yearns. And what I love about this deck is there's always some really poignant questions for each of these cards. So I'm going to read those to you now. It kind of helps me focus on what my next step in the journey is. I think last time Allison was here, she might have, oh no, she didn't. I thought she put my book back where it was supposed to go. I never clean up my stuff. And then when someone cleans up my stuff, I'm like, I can't find anything. Again, ADHD brain, right? That's how it works. Okay, so the questions for this card say, how far away is the thing that I long for? Are my goals realistic? Am I giving up too much or not enough? And what is already in balance in my life? So if you wanted to take a moment and just write down those things and sort of do some journaling there, that would be really good. The last card they pulled for you is Lazy Revelation, and this is in the alignment message. So I'll go ahead and pop that open and read that to you. This one talks about like a loss or some recent bad news that has come your way. And what your guides are trying to say is this is not your only option. It feels like it's your only option because it hurt your heart, right? It hurt you a little bit, and you're a little taken aback. And so you're maybe not seeing the other options that are out there for you. There are proposals that are coming your way. There are going to be people that are coming to you with opportunities, proposals, things that you can be doing. You will never get more than what you can handle, obviously, but it's really important to surrender to what's in front of you right now and just allow the reception of the good and the bad things to come into you at this moment. But it does feel really overwhelming. Yeah. hopefully that helps. Okay. So got Joanna. And I think Wendy and Shadow's next. If you're still here, Miss Wendy. And then it seems like April Martin donated 2. So I'll go ahead and hit April after this. So what does Source want to tell Wendy? You're welcome, Joanna. Ooh, 2 quote cards. Other than I apologize for the guide and training situation. Ooh. Wands, 3 of Cups, 6 of Wands, 3 of Cups. Wands are reversed. Okay, so 3 of Cups is like one of the more popular cards. It's a really good one. It's all about like celebration and like amazing people that you haven't seen in forever coming back into your life and actually getting to like see people and party and have fun and festivals and all of those amazing things. People coming together, not just physically, but like in their hearts too, like aligning their heart paths and missions and like just coming there to lift each other up. The 6 of Wands reversed. This is about like recognition, endurance, confidence, support. They're saying be careful not to fall into mob mentality. So yes, there's going to be a lot of like celebration and people coming together and people doing things with each other. But there is kind of like a fox in the hen house, if you will. There is someone who's like acting like, yeah, it's a party. It's all good. It's so great. But they're really like bringing down the group. They're kind of very like diva-esque. You know what I mean? Like it's all fun and it's great and it's good. And then all of a sudden they say something and you're like, ooh, I didn't like that. I think that didn't feel in alignment with me. Don't allow them to spiral into mob mentality. Man, and you really have the strength to see them through this. So I think I think when this starts, it's actually going to be interesting because what your guides are telling me is you can pinpoint it right away and you can go to that person and just give them the love. They're not feeling recognized enough, even though that might sound silly, like they're kind of acting like a diva and everyone's like, oh my gosh, it's because they're not feeling love. So they'd rather react. It's just like with kids, right? They'd rather like react in this like and get negative attention versus getting positive attention. Yeah, you're going to be able to go up to them and be like, hey, I see you. I hear you. This is not the way to go about it. And you're like very gentle, beautiful way that you do. Oh my gosh, you're just going to like code this person. It's going to be amazing. You're going to change their life. Okay. Yeah, that feels complete. All right. So the quote cards I got for you, Wendy. My energy creates my reality. What I focus on is what I will manifest. And then you also got energy flows where my intention goes. It's like the same card. So they're literally just like, your guys are just like, let's work together. What do you want? Let us know. We will bring it to you. I love that so much. They want me to pull a goddess card for you too. This one? Oh, Bridget, I think. The creative spark. Get creative. Now's the time to ask for what you want. That's what they keep saying over and over again. Please just ask us for what you want. Please, 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 please. We want to give it to you. Yeah, all those ideas that are brimming up inside of you, they want them too. That light that you have, we need it. We need those ideas. We need those thoughts. Get together with people, celebrate, have a good time, share your thoughts, share your opinions, meet everybody with love, even if they're being a diva. You could do it. I don't know if Allison has shared Lyft with you before. LIIFT on therapy. If you want more information about that I feel like for this person, Lyft might be really, really helpful for them too, and just kind of act as a supplementary support for all the work that you're doing. It might take a little of the load off on what you're doing. It's something that I've been using to help like my parents and people in my community and myself even. So yeah, just let me know if you want any information about that. I think this person might be really receptive. I don't think they want to be a diva. I think they just want to be recognized and heard and seen, and they feel like they haven't been. So, okay, cool. Hopefully that was helpful. Yay. Let's see. I think April is who is next. April's doing 2222. So this is the what's coming your way soon and how can it line? Okay, yay. Ooh, what is coming your way soon? Let's roll the dice first. Expansion, like massive expansion in the realm of creativity, of the realm of self-expression, of the realm of love and romance and harmony, harmonizing with the world. So much expansion. You've got Jupiter and Sagittarius in the 5th house. So pretty much anything that you put your creative energy towards is going to be lucky, as long as you're putting your own creative spark into it. Not you can collaborate with other people, but make sure that you're getting your piece of it in there, April. That's going to be really, really important. Okay, an animal card, they say. Man, you've got so many ideas coming your way. Yep, sea serpent and wolf. Yep. Sorry. Sometimes I forget to show them. I'm just like, yay, and I want to tell you the messages right away, and I don't care about showing them to the camera. Okay, the sea serpent is healing those emotional wounds, expressing those desires. Yeah, you've got so much creativity right now, April. It's really, really important that you talk to other people about it. Leo is like really pervasive right now. I think we just went through like a Leo new moon or something like that. I feel like it's still really sinking into most of us. Yeah, this second is like the sea serpent is your second chakra. So that's that sacral chakra, that place of that womb space, that place of creativity and all of that. The wolf is really interesting because the wolf is a pack animal. Let me reread it before I send you on the wrong path here. Yeah, the wolf is like the guardian of the family. It is activism. It is ritual. It is it is like children walking in their parents' footsteps. I wouldn't be surprised, April, if you're supposed to share this creativity with your children and watch it spark creativity in them. Because Leo is about children as well. There's something in children or grandchildren or something. I don't know if you have grandchildren or not. It's probably going to be received very uncomfortably at first, but your energy towards this is so infectious. Your excitement about this is so infectious that I feel like eventually those people in your family and in your main tribe are going to be just as excited and happy about it, and ready to join the pack, if you will. Basically. Let's see. I want to pull 2 more cards for you, they're saying. Instead of praying for an outcome, I pray for the highest good for all. So, yep, that's that pack mentality again, right? You know that what you are wanting to create, what you're wanting to see, what you're wanting, the play you're wanting to make is going to benefit the entire community. This guy. I'm going to get you some focus questions here so you can actually kind of sit down, do some journaling, and figure out what this looks like. All right. Atrente, she who enfolds, swathe, embrace, and self-care. Not surprising. When any Leo thing is in the mix, we are all about loving ourselves. All right. So the journaling questions for you, April, will be, how can I comfort myself right now? I love that. Who deserves to see past all of my layers? And what should I allow myself to embrace? Some big inner child stuff coming up. They say, and I don't have children of my own, but they say that when you have children, your children sort of mirror back to you what you needed as a child. And it brings up a lot of old past traumas. And that's when a lot of people start their inner child work. It feels almost as though that's being re-brought up for you again. And you're really able to look at it in a different perspective. You're able to understand your parents and where they were coming from right now. And you're able to kind of be a guide in a different way when it comes to parenting. Hopefully that makes sense to you. Alrighty. Callie, if you're still here, what is your career / what is my career path or purpose? Okay, cool. Yeah, let's dig into that a little bit. Oop. That was easy. Came right out. So you got the Six of Swords, apologies, reversed. Six of Swords reversed. All right. Your guides are saying we're waiting. This is like the worst possible answer to get when you're wanting to know this. Your guides are saying, hey, we're waiting for you to not feel trapped anymore. Right now, you feel really trapped. You feel like you can't have a purpose of your own or career path on your own. It's almost like we have to move through this trapped feeling before they can really figure out what you're asking them for, what you want it to be. They're waiting for you to tell them. Let me roll the dice really quickly. So you've got Venus and Aquarius in the 7th house. The 7th house is the house of relationships. I'm getting this feeling of nobody will really take me seriously. Like nobody will really support me when I choose my path. It's too weird or too different, or nobody's going to understand it. And then when I've tried to explain it before, nobody got it. They kind of shoved it aside. I want to say there was something either when you were a kid or when you were a teenager that you knew you wanted to do. You knew was your purpose. It felt really, really good. And then when you started sharing it with other people, they were like, that's kind of weird, or like, no one's ever done that before, or like fat chance kind of thing. And it really, really made you feel like no one was going to be a partner with you in this, that no one was going to support you in this. Some people are visionaries, and some people are able to come along once they see the vision being realized. I had this problem. This is going to get a little personal, but I had this problem when I was planning my wedding, because my wedding was very, very different from other weddings. And I put a bunch of like different things. You know, I come from a Protestant background. My husband comes from a Catholic background, and we wanted to do a hand fasting, and we wanted to do like black decor, and we wanted to do all of these things, like adding a bunch of nature and vines instead of flowers. And everyone was like, well, this is going to look really weird, right? Like, But once I started getting the stuff and showing them pictures and showing them dresses and showing them the things together and showing them the color palette, then they kind of started to get on board, because some people can be visionary. Some people can be the Aquarius. They can be the visionary and see the future and see where you're going with things, and they'll applaud it. And they're like, yeah, let your freak flag fly, right? Some people can't do that. There are some people that can't view things in their brain. I don't know if you've heard, I don't know, there's actually like a medical term, but some people don't have conversations in their brain. They can't visualize things. So you are a visionary. You've got all of these thoughts and ideas, and when you bring them to people, in the past, you've brought them to people that aren't able to make that cognitive leap with you. They're not able to see the path that leads to the best place. So once you heal that wound inside of you, once you spend some time digging into that, there's this service that Rebecca Claire of Libra Light and Allison May of Say Unistay offer. It's called Paving the Pathways. I can send you a message with that service in there. It's only like $37, I think, and it will go through this blockage, and then Allison will code how to release it. I feel like that's going to be really instrumental for you on the next part of this path. And once you've released this thing, your path in your career is going to be much more obvious. You're going to feel empowered again to do that thing you used to want to do before everyone was very rude around you and squash that feeling. So I hope that helps. You're like at the very beginning of this path, unfortunately. But well, fortunately, right? Because when we're at the beginning of the path is when the coolest things happen, right? It's when we start to see those miracles come through. So yeah, I would definitely check that out if that's at all possible for you. I think that'll be really, really just like relieving for your soul in a way. Yeah. Did I miss anyone? I want to make sure I got to everybody. All right. My guides are saying it feels really good. It feels really complete. Unless anyone has any last minute questions, I'm going to go ahead and pop off. This has been amazing. Keep a lookout. We're going to be doing this at random times of the day. There's going to be random people with me. These little in the middle things are going to change up depending on who's with me and what they feel called to share, what Spirit's telling them are important things to focus in on today. I hope this helps you guys, and I will catch you next time. Bye.